Hi, welcome to another podcast that still has no name. Sorry, guys, I'm still thinking about it. I'm still workshopping it, but you know, it's coming. I'm asking my guests about the name and trying to figure out what the vibe of this podcast, or how the vibe of the podcast is going to be encompassed in the name of it. But anyways, hi, my name is Ryan. I am your host for the show, for this podcast, seeking to delve into the nuances of identity, culture, and heritage of those who identify as quote-unquote Asian. This podcast wants to contribute to the current discourse surrounding the Asian experience in the UK, specifically from a Gen Z perspective. Today, I'm joined by Linh. Could you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Linh. I'm a third year and I'm studying film and literature.
Great. Graduation. Trigger warning. Sorry, I should have said trigger warning first.
You should.
Graduation. How are you feeling about it?
I'm
not.
I'm not. I'm dissociating. I am, staying clear of everything that has to do with graduation because I don't want to think about it yet.
Have you at least registered?
Nope.
What? You haven't registered?
It's due on the 20th. Wait, no, the 19th of June.
On the email, it's like first come, first serve, you know what I mean?
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Everyone's gonna graduate.
There's limited tickets for guests, your parents that want to come and see you graduate.
I'll do it on Monday.
Okay.
It's a Sunday.
Everything's closed, you know.
Exactly. I'll do it tomorrow.
Fair enough.
I'll do it tomorrow.
You do it tomorrow. But yeah, no. Hey, you got your outfit sorted.
I do have my outfit sorted. It's a modern reinterpretation of an owl's eye, which I'm very excited for.
For the listeners out there.
Oh, right. For the listeners out there. History time. An owl's eye is like a traditional Vietnamese costume.
Yep.
It's, there's like a lot of modern reinterpretations of it now, but traditionally it used to be just white and really fitted to your body, and people wear it to like Vietnamese universities and like secondary school and whatnot. So it's like tied into like the academic system in Vietnam, but I'm wearing it to graduation, but it's gonna be like slightly altered. But yeah, very excited. I have not tried it on. I'll try it on the night before graduation, so we'll see if it fits.
Okay, that's why the gym grind is going.
The gym grind.
The gym grind.
Is it going?
It's going. I'd say it's going. It's going. I'd say it's going, you know?
This is the most consistent I've been.
Yeah, it's been good. You've been, again, for the listeners out there, for some more context, me and Linh live together. We're actually flatmates currently of this year, so we do visit the gym often. We go to the gym together quite often.
I'll try. See, I want to go 3 times a week, but
Yeah.
right now it's only 2 because for some reason I never can make it on a Friday, because I always seem to have something going on.
I mean,
But
it
the
is a
goal will be
Friday.
3 times a week.
Yeah, I feel like you've been quite consistent with
Yeah.
3 times a week. And it's like, it's a good number for a week, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
You can kind of just like break it up.
My parents keep asking me, how many times are you going? Because
Oh, your parents are on you on top of that?
yeah, my mom's afraid that I won't fit into the dress. I've told you this.
I know you've told me this.
Yeah, she's like, are you sure you're gonna fit? I'm like,
But like,
yes.
in what way? As in like, you're going to get yoked? You're going to get massive shoulders?
Literally.
You're gonna be
The dress is also like kind of strapless as well. So like if I get yoked, it's just be like my shoulders basically. No. She's just like concerned I won't fit into it, but
Okay.
Asian
mums. But yeah, there's a bit of sorry for the technical difficulties there. Hopefully that wasn't in the recording, but we'll see how it goes. I'll try my best.
I can't hear it.
You can't hear it. Yeah, you can't hear anything. But anyways, how I usually start out my podcasts with my guests is I usually ask them a introductory question revolving around food. I think this episode's question for you is, what is the most, how did I phrase it? What is the most interesting thing that you've eaten before?
Yeah.
Oh,
What's your most memorable culinary experience?
was that the question?
You said most interesting, but it can
But
be
then
bad
that came up.
interesting.
Yeah, that was like, yeah, I'm implying bad. What's the thing that you would have least expected to try, as in food wise? That was the question, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We'll go with that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll go with that one.
I've never thought I'd try frog,
Oh.
but I ate frog. Not because because I have like a fear of frogs.
You do?
I do.
But
It's
what-
like
but
it's not very like It's kind of irrational, but I have like a really like deathly like.
Deathly?
Yeah, it's like I'm really afraid of frogs or like toads.
Why?
I don't know. It's like the way they look, the way that they
Well,
like.
the eyes are like over here.
No, it's not even that. It's like the way they look, like their like skin, like how
They're
they
slimy.
like jump.
Oh.
But like
Why,
you
they're
don't know.
They're so compressed, but then when they jump, they
Yeah,
like stretch.
yeah, but you don't know like when they're gonna jump. Like,
Like a Jack in a Box.
I don't know why, but like toads and like frogs like really like make me scared. Like whenever it would like back at home, whenever it would like rain,
Yeah.
and then I would come downstairs, and then they would like the toads would come out because
Yeah.
it like just finished. I could not go out.
Because they would just be hopping
Yeah.
along.
And I can't do it.
You can't do it.
I physically cannot. So, yeah. Roundabout way to say it, I don't like frogs and toads, but I've
So-
tried one.
Okay, you tried one. We'll go back to actually eating a frog. Why did you try it? Like, what was the
I
story
tried
behind
it in Vietnam
Oh, Vietnam.
over last summer. I
Okay.
tried it. It was like I don't remember the name
It's
of the dish, but it was like in
No, it's
a
just
noodle dish.
Okay.
It tasted great,
Okay.
but it was because I couldn't tell it was like frog because they
Okay.
cut it up so
Yeah,
much
yeah,
that you
yeah.
couldn't tell it was a frog.
Mm,
So
mm,
to me, it just tasted like chicken. But then like I've tried it where like you can physically see like the frog leg,
Yeah.
and I like almost like regurgitated because I was like, oh my god, this looks disgusting. So yeah, a frog.
A frog.
It's
Cool.
a mental thing. It's not like it's bad or anything. It's just a me thing where I can't see a frog or a toad.
Okay. No, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you tried a frog and you're deathly scared of
Exactly.
them.
I thought it would be like a power thing where like, oh
Yeah,
my
or
god, like I've
change you.
eaten a
Yeah,
frog,
I've
so
eaten
now
frogs,
like I
so-
shouldn't be afraid of them. But
Yeah.
no,
No, you're still afraid of them.
no.
I
It
feel
don't
like you
help.
haven't encountered some at uni. Have you encountered any at uni or no?
There's no like frogs around.
No, there isn't.
Yeah.
There's just geese.
Thank
Great.
God.
Thank God. You know,
My
thank
God.
God. Even though there are bodies of water around campus,
Exactly. If I saw one, I would not be here.
just hopping along.
Yeah. No.
Fair enough. Okay, so another question that I usually ask my guests is the big one of where you're actually from. But yeah.
Yeah. I'm from Vietnam. Vietnamese, born and bred. I was born. You want me to get into like the specifics?
If you want to, if you're willing to divulge.
I was born in Hanoi, which is the capital city. I was born. I'm gonna go in like really specific.
Are we going really specific?
In a French Vietnamese hospital.
Wow, crazy.
If you know the history. Yep, and I was born at the end of December. At the very end, the 30th. Yeah, and I've never really lived anywhere else except for here. So I moved here when I was like 17 for uni, just by myself. Because my parents are like, why not? Actually, a good point to link to the topic that you were going to ask about.
Yeah.
It was because their visa didn't come on time. So that's why I had to go alone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
They applied for a visa, but then like, if you pay extra, you get like priority.
Yeah.
But then they were like, no, it should be fine. So they didn't.
Okay.
So yeah, that's why I went by myself. Partly. I went
Okay.
by myself. And then they came over like the Christmas.
Okay.
Because they already got the visa
Yeah,
by
yeah,
that
yeah.
point. But yeah. Nice link.
Nice.
No.
Link. Great segue.
Great link.
Because like, kind of, I mean, you contain multitudes, but I feel like the funniest bit when it relates to kind of, I guess, quote unquote, your Asianness is kind of all your visa problems and your kind of like passport problems
My
and just
never-ending
getting
visa
and
problems.
just getting into Europe. Not even the UK, just Europe in general.
Exactly.
you
Just
know?
getting anywhere.
Just getting anywhere. I mean, yeah, you wanna divulge into
Yeah,
that?
so, okay. One of the things I think is just so unfair that I have to go through is having to get a visa to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Because Vietnamese passports are frustratingly so weak. We really shouldn't. Like, I don't know why. It's like...
You have no like kind of reasonings of why
I don't
it's
know
just
why.
so weak.
The thing is, we're so open to other people coming to Vietnam.
Yeah.
Like, I think the Vietnamese government just opened, like... I don't actually... Where you can, like, stay in Vietnam for, like, years.
Oh, with
For, like, foreigners.
oh, really? Without
because
like
they
a
want to
proper
like
visa or something.
with the visa,
Yeah, yeah,
obviously,
yeah.
but like you
But,
can
like-
stay for like a really long time.
Okay.
Because they want to attract like more tourists and like people who want to work in Vietnam.
Oh, right, okay.
But then when it comes to us actually going outside, they're like, I don't know.
Is it the Vietnamese government or is it everyone else?
What do you mean?
So like, you say like your passport's weak. Okay, I get that. I get it that your passport's weak. Like people look at your passport and be like, but yeah, people look at your passport and it's like, oh, you're from Vietnam. But then what's after that? What's the thought process after that? You know what I mean? You get my drift? It's like what do they think? You know what I mean? It's like, oh, they're Vietnamese. So why are you like making it so difficult for them to get to the country? You know what I mean?
I don't know. Maybe it's because we're like a lesser known country. I don't actually know. Is it like not like a well known
I'd
country?
say people know
like
about
in
Vietnam.
Asia wise?
Yeah,
you always,
Asia-wise,
we
everyone-
don't. You always think of Vietnam as the first.
No,
country.
not usually, but like if you're working at an airport, I'd feel like you should know some like common
You should.
geography.
You
You
should.
should know just, some countries.
Yeah, I don't know.
You should be interested because it would be kind of a passport that you'd never see before.
Yeah.
But anyways, I the UK.
One of my
passport
theories is that I've just thought of actually.
okay,
Is
crazy.
that we're not an old country?
Oh, okay.
Like I think we're like established officially with like a government in like 1975.
Oh, right.
So we're very new.
Okay.
That's just like one of the theories.
That's
though, I
maybe
think.
one of the like reasonings why people
Yeah.
just stop you. Is it like
Yeah.
do they stop you or is it just a long time to get
It's
through?
just a long time to get anywhere.
Oh.
Like almost for every single country, we need to go through a visa process. It's not like they're like hesitant about letting you in. It's just that you can't get anywhere without a visa.
Without a visa.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So you need to apply and do all this. It's just really long, right? It's all the
Yeah.
pre stuff before going
Yes.
to the country,
Yes.
right?
And
But-
it's also like economical because then you have to pay a visa fee
Yes.
to apply for the visa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's just more expensive for us to go.
Anywhere.
Exactly.
But like when you actually get to the airport, or well, once you get to passport control, it's just they kind of let you through as well.
Yeah, they still let me through. and
As in
stuff,
like it's quite
but-
quick.
Yeah, it's still quite quick.
It's still quite
If you've
quick.
got the visa, they just let you through.
They just let you through, but
Yeah.
it's just all the stuff beforehand,
Exactly.
which is just a slog, basically.
Maybe it's a mental thing if I think they're taking longer, but I actually don't. I think they're just
It's just
letting me
average
through.
time. It's just like, oh, they're just looking through everything, stamp, see you
Yeah.
later. Okay.
Although I went to Greece like last year,
Mhm.
had to get a visa for that, and then I was like, there's a lot less hassle for some reason
In Greece?
getting that visa.
Okay, just Greece, just Greece
I
specifically.
don't know why,
Okay.
but like the visa was like it was quite chill. But then when I got to the airport,
What do you mean by chill? Like I don't.
like, okay, you like
Again,
submit
I
all the.
know nothing because I have a British passport.
Should I take you through the entire process? Okay, visa.
I mean briefly, but like
Briefly, okay.
just so that you can elaborate on like, oh yeah, it was chill. Like, what do you mean? Like the visa process was chill?
Okay,
You know?
so you start off, you go online
Yeah.
to like the visa application
Mhm.
place of the country that you want to go to. You start an application, you fill in all your information,
Yeah.
you send in documents,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
in like copies of your passports, your plane tickets,
Mhm.
hotel bookings, what are you going to do there,
Mhm.
basic
Mhm,
kind of
mhm,
stuff like
mhm,
that.
mhm.
And then you send it off, and then you go to a location where they like take your passport photo and like your biometrics and stuff.
Mhm.
And then they send back with the visa
Mhm.
in like 2 weeks,
Okay.
maybe 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That for me was like, it flowed really quickly.
Yeah.
I didn't have to like resubmit anything.
Oh right.
I got it all done on like the
okay.
first try, basically.
Oh right. Okay. Got it.
But when we got to the airport, I went through like the initial, what was it called, where you check off your luggage? Check-in?
Check-in.
Check-in?
Yeah, check-in.
I went through check-in, it was fine.
Yeah.
Actually, you didn't go through check-in as well. We just like,
Went straight to security.
yeah, we actually just went straight to security. So like the only time they actually checked my passport was like at the gate.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then they kind of like.
But
were
then like
"Whoa."
they opened it and they
Yeah.
were like, oh, this is a different passport. They're going to Greece. So they like held me there for like 5 minutes while they phoned someone.
Yeah.
And then they let me through. But
Oh.
that was the only time that they like
Stopped you
me.
within the process.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was a bit nerve-wracking, but I got through.
You got through. You got to
Exactly.
Greece.
I got to
I
Greece,
mean-
I got back.
And you got back to.
They let me through.
They let you through.
So it was fine.
I mean, the British passport control is quite funny. There's lots of memes about it, but I don't know from like an international student's perspective.
What's the meme?
That they just don't care.
I
They barely look at you, stamp it, and then go.
I kind of get that.
They're thinking of their tea break. They're thinking of their smoke break in the next like half an hour.
I can kind of see
Again,
it.
not assuming. Again, that's the meme. Okay, that's just like the cultural meme online on social media. Okay, of like the Brits making fun of the
Don't
Brits
deport
themselves.
me, please. Please.
I'm just kidding. Please. Yeah, no. But yeah, that's kind of I guess the meme. It's the humor of like British passport kind of control. But I don't know from like an international student's perspective, is it kind of like true, or
I mean,
it's like there's like elements of truth?
There are elements.
Yeah.
Like all the people who work there, they're actually really nice.
Yeah.
They're not like intimidating or anything. Like I've seen memes online of people from like American airports like shouting or something. It's never like
God.
that.
I'm getting into America.
Yeah, I don't like. I've never been, but like I don't know. But like the people in like British airports are like so much more chill.
Yeah,
in my
yeah,
opinion,
yeah.
they're like so much nicer.
Yeah.
Like every time I've gone up to an immigration officer, they've just like asked me about like, where are you going? Like, where are you studying? How's your day been? That kind of stuff. And then they just let me through. So like I've never had like a bad experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, America's a different beast altogether. The first time you go into America, they treat you. Well, this is how my dad phrased it. This is not how I phrase it. This is how my dad phrased it. They treat you like a prisoner. So they have to ask for your biometric scans and stuff. They ask for your fingerprints. They ask for your like a retina. Like they take a mug shot of you so that you're put on the American system. Because like if you're a first flyer going to America, they try and put you onto the system first, and then every time you come back to America, that kind of account that they created the first time you came to America comes back up again, and then that's where they keep all the information, and they can ask you questions and stuff like that. So like when my mum went to America, I think 2 years ago, maybe three, I can't remember. But when my mum went to New York to see my auntie, yeah, she was like kind of interrogated at the passport control, which was quite fun, where like literally she felt a little bit kind of like intimidated. Because the American passport control is kind of a bit scarier as well, like all the cameras and stuff like that. Chinese passport control, also quite scary. Lots and lots of cameras.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been to China a few times, but I can't remember it.
Yeah. This is just a recent trip over the summer. This summer just gone, and yeah, I was going from like Hong Kong to China back to Hong Kong. And it was like, oh, there's a lot of cameras about, like bunches, like kind of groups of cameras in this was just one single spot pointing in every single direction. And I was like, oh, interesting, very interesting.
Fair enough.
But yeah, just travel in general. Like I feel like you're quite well traveled.
Yeah, I've spent a lot of time on planes.
Yeah, how is that, international student?
Exactly. I haven't been on a plane this year though, like. Since the summertime.
So
coming almost to the UK. A year ago.
Yeah, almost a year ago.
I haven't like been anywhere because I've just stayed here.
Yeah.
But there was a point in like year 1 or year 2 where I would travel every like 3 months or so.
Oh, back to
Vietnam and then back here.
Yeah.
And every flight is like 2 flights.
Oh yeah, you got a layover.
Got a layover, so it's like 4 flights in total.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, like if my family always goes on like holiday during those times as well, so like plus those flights. So I've just been on like planes a lot. Yeah, it's not, you can kind of get used to it after a point. Like they don't it's not like you don't treat it as seriously anymore. Like you normally like, so like the whole concept of like airports and stuff, you like have to arrive there like super like early, and like you have to have all your documents ready, and like all your stuff needs to be organized and stuff. Like after a point, you just kind of walk through it with very little thought, which I know like
this because you've done it so many times.
Which I know like makes people anxious sometimes, but I generally like I don't have the airport dad mentality anymore.
You used to.
I used to. Well, the first time I went here, I like went over. Like obviously I need to like look after myself.
Yeah.
But then like after a few times I've just like slacked off a bit. Like I just breeze through airports. Yeah, like I would take a nap before boarding.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow, you're really.
Or like I would like eat like a full meal in like the restaurant before boarding.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe you shouldn't do that, but like so far, it's been fine. Like I have like a 4 hour, I think it's 4 hours, like a 3 hour layover in Dubai every time.
Yeah.
And in those 3 hours, I'm doing like the most random stuff in that airport without like going to my gate or checking my gate or anything. I just kind of walk around. I like eat a meal. I go into like bookshops. I like sit in cafes. I like take naps. Just by myself because I'm like, I don't care. Like the plane's gonna come at some point. I don't care.
But you don't have like a time in your head to be like, oh, I need to be
I check
by
my
the
phone
gate.
every now and then.
Well, when you get a notification, your phone needs to tell you to go to the gate.
I don't get notifications to go to my gate.
Oh.
I need to actually physically look somewhere
Yeah, okay.
for my gate.
For your gate, yeah.
But
yeah.
then I do that like very last minute. Because I'm already in the airport. I can just walk
Okay.
to the gate.
Okay.
So there's no point in me like waiting at the gate.
Again,
for, like, 2 hours.
maybe I'm just not as, I haven't done as many planes as you, or I've only gone with my parents who are just on top of it all the time.
See, that's the thing though, is that like with your parents, you can like just clock off.
Yeah, you can't be brainless because they'll just do
Yeah.
everything for you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But then
yeah.
you're traveling by yourself. You kind of need to be a bit more situational, like where you're like aware.
Yeah. What happens if your stuff gets stolen? I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, that's never happened to me. So
You just dozed off in the corner of like.
the thing with airports though is that everyone is like minding their own business. Everyone's got their own side quest going on.
Side quest.
So you don't really need to worry about other people.
Okay. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Because
Okay.
everyone's got somewhere they need to be anyways.
Mm,
It's not like, yeah. It's not like you're on like the tube or like the train station.
train station. Okay. But like just being on planes is just very uneventful. It's just kind of just like you're just vibing, everyone else is vibing. Got a film on, just kind of chilling, long haul.
Yeah, I put films on.
Yeah.
I put on like a really good playlist. What else do I do on planes? I always take the aisle seats.
Oh, you like an aisle seat? I thought
I
you
do
were like
like
a
a-
window seat. I
No,
thought you'd
I
be
used to be a
window person.
I used to be a window person, but now I'm an aisle person because it's quick to get to the toilet.
Oh.
But then also like because you're in the aisle seat, you don't get reminded of the fact that you're in the plane. It's a weird thing, but it makes
You
sense
want-
to me.
You want to articulate that?
It feels like you're just in like a liminal space and you're not on a plane because in the window seat you can look outside and you're like, oh my god, like I'm in the sky. But then when you're in an aisle seat, you just have people around you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you could be on a train, a car, a bus,
Exactly.
a coach.
exactly.
Oh. So you're just in transit.
Basically, yeah.
You treat yourself like a suitcase. You're just you're in transit.
Exactly.
with
Brain
others-
off.
Brain off.
Like
I'm just a suitcase with other suitcases
exactly.
around me.
Do you know what they should develop like in the near future? Is that they should have just everyone just like clock out for like the duration of their flight. So when you wake up, you're automatically at your destination.
Okay.
Like literally just treat me like luggage. Just
You
load me onto the plane.
load me onto the. So what? So you
Like
walk
fly.
into the airport.
You check in,
You
so
check
they
in.
check your details and
Yeah, yeah,
everything.
yeah.
Once you're on the plane, they like, I don't know, they put you in like an induced coma or something.
Severance, anyways.
Severance, exactly, severance. And then like once you land, you wake up and you're automatically there.
You hear the ding.
Exactly. Yeah. So like you don't remember anything from the plane. That would be like the perfect kind of mode of
That'd
transport.
be kind
for
of
me.
funny. What is Severance doing? Why do we need to do office jobs? They should just do it like Ryanair, like transit, like
Literally,
airport
put
companies.
me in like, yeah.
So you should sever me, and then
Exactly.
hey, for the listeners out, well, just go watch Severance. That's just for the listeners out there. If you don't understand these references, just go watch it. Then you'll understand what we're talking about.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, I kind of get it though.
Right?
Because like you are just kind of wasting time when you're on the plane.
Yeah.
You're just
don't-
like just vibing.
You're not really doing anything.
You're not really doing anything. You can't talk to anyone because everyone doesn't want to talk.
Exactly.
There's no business. There's like no business happening. Like no one's like. I guess some like first class person might be on the phone because there's Wi-Fi on planes now, like saying, "Oh, sell stock, sell stock, sell," or whatever. But like, yeah, no, you're right. It's
yeah,
just
that's kind of pointless
there's
time.
pointless time.
They could be doing like anything else.
Yeah, I guess like time is it is very much a like the liminal space. I guess when you're on a
Exactly.
plane, you're just
Like
in a,
I spent like a day traveling
oh, wow. Okay.
to get home.
When it gets that long, yeah.
Yeah,
you're
well,
just
I'm
a
just
metal
not
tube.
doing anything
Mm.
with my time. What, like watch Crazy Rich Asians like 5 times?
I guess so. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, you've just been travel. You're just so yeah. You've just done planes a lot, basically. So like, there's a cool film concept actually. I would watch
What?
that film.
Of just a person on a plane.
No, like as in like Severance, but on plane.
Severance, but on planes. Yeah.
I feel like that'd be quite fun, actually.
It'll be quite fun, but be hell for the person that's like on the plane.
Like,
You're like constantly
they
flying.
They crash. Oh, they're constantly in the air.
They're constantly in the
Oh,
air.
and then you're never like with other people, right? You're with other kind of like severed like bodies.
You are
as
with
well.
other separate people.
But like you're not gonna make friends with them. Well, you could make friends. What happens if like you find a love interest and then you fall asleep and then you wake up and they're gone?
Exactly. It could be like a concept of like if the plane crashes but you're still severed.
Yeah, right.
But like it's your first time in the world and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah. If the
What
plane
is this?
crashes, but what happens if it like crashes in the sea and you've just got boundless water essentially?
Mm-hmm. It would be cool.
That'd be quite cool.
Yeah.
Mm.
I would watch that.
I would watch that, defo. I don't know, maybe it's just a riff off Severance, but I don't know how else you could make it more exciting.
Cool. I have a question for you. Like, what do you think
Okay.
as like a British Asian?
Wow, you really said that
Yeah.
in. No pause.
Exactly, no pause. We go for it.
We go for it.
How do you think I've done in like assimilating to like being here?
And you want me to be brutally honest?
Yeah, be brutally honest.
Be brutally honest.
I want your honest opinion.
You want my honest opinion? Okay. Maybe I'm being overcritical. If I'm not being fair, please cut in. But like...
It's your podcast. You do whatever you want.
Um,
Really don't have the power.
no, honestly, I think you've been pretty good, actually. Honestly. I feel like I've got a couple names in my head who frankly have been worse. But like, I think you've been pretty good. Like, there haven't been any moments when you're just like, hopefully, from my perspective, and this is your experience, there hasn't been any moments where like you've been completely lost. If you get my drift, like you haven't been kind of lost to the culture or kind of been left behind or kind of like within conversations, you still kind of engage and you still kind of like can have the ability to engage with what people are talking about, right? But again, it depends on the topics and depends on the friend groups that you kind of like associate yourself with. But like, yeah, I think you've done pretty well. Like, I think it's just a testament to your character as well. Like, you're kind of just like chill. You're just chill. You're just vibes. You're very kind of like unoffensive, you know what I mean?
No offense.
Yeah, just unoffensive, you know? You're just vibing. You're just chilling vibing, you know?
I am just here for the vibes.
You're just here for the vibes. So like, I'm trying to think of any kind of like moment with the time that we spent together. That
Why did you say that you were being overcritical then? You're not being overcritical.
I mean, I can be over.
Yeah,
I was gonna talk about the weather, but like you're pretty good with the weather, to be honest.
Okay.
Like you're kind of
Like-
fine because you can do both. You can do super hot and you can do kind of cold as well. Like you can brave the cold, and how kind of cold it does get in this country. So like, honestly, I don't know, maybe because Vietnam has like seasons. I don't know.
Oh, Hanoi has seasons.
Hanoi has seasons, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's like food. You love a spoons. You love a chip. You love a fish and chips. You know, it's like even though when like we visited Newcastle as well, when I invited you up to the northeast over Easter, like even then you kind of just like chilled out. You just made the trip, you know what I mean? Like you just have that energy. You just be like, yeah, I'll just make it good fun for myself, you know? So like we like went around town and stuff like that and we kind of like we spotted some nice cool shops with like Japanese denim and like nice vintage shops as well, which I had no idea that was there as well. So like I don't know, like you've just kind of like I think there hasn't been any kind of like big tensions or big conflicts with the culture shock in the UK for yourself. I don't know, but that's from my perspective.
Okay.
I think you've just been pretty chill.
I think I've definitely learned though, because in first year, it was like me still trying to figure out like how to present myself here in a way. So like me in first year, it was very much like if I didn't get something, I will just pretend that I know what they're talking about.
Okay, yeah.
Whereas now I've like kind of made things more about me. That sounds selfish, but I'm just like I'm just gonna do whatever because I like it.
Yeah.
And because I'll enjoy it.
Yeah,
and not
yeah,
because I'm pandering to like other people.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Because,
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, it's taken me like first year to learn that.
I feel like that's quite a good turnaround though. Like just the 1 year and you kind of learned that you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna do my own thing.
Exactly. Like I should learn about the culture of where I'm like living, obviously, but I'm not gonna do it at the expense of me feeling bad about it.
Okay.
Or me having to sacrifice anything about it.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
So I've just kind of done what I wanted, basically.
Okay, so now I have quite a big question now. It's going to be very reflective. But if you could go back in time and you could go see your fresher self, what would you tell them?
Oh my god.
Yeah, we've gone from like 0 to 100, sorry.
Yeah, exactly. I would tell her to stop being so uptight.
Oh, loosen up a bit.
Yeah.
Really?
I think I was uptight. I don't know if you can tell, but like...
I mean, I didn't really...
Yeah,
know
you didn't really know you. But I would tell her to loosen up a little bit.
Okay.
She was still like figuring stuff out, so she was like worried about every little thing. But yeah, now I'm in third year. I'm just like,
it's whatever, innit?
Yeah, it's not that deep.
It's not that deep.
You know, just relax a little bit.
Just
You'll
relax
be fine.
You'll be fine.
Although I wouldn't tell her, like, I wouldn't change anything though.
No, wouldn't change the entire experience. Like,
No,
you're just
yeah.
like, let the course run, you know?
Exactly. Like, I wouldn't tell my fresher self to act differently or anything. Because, like, if it wasn't for her, you know, I wouldn't be, like, third year then. If that makes sense.
Okay,
So,
that's
like,
fair enough.
Yeah.
There's no, like, piece of advice that you'd give them to help them along the way.
No.
No, you just be like,
Not
just
really.
chill out and you'll make it.
Exactly. Whatever has happened. So, like, you know, don't feel like you need to change anything
But
about yourself. Because you'll eventually get there.
yeah, you'll eventually get
To a
there.
point where you're, like, comfortable.
That's true.
But, yeah.
Okay.
You don't have anything, like, critical at all? I thought you were gonna say something like really offensive because you were like, "Oh my god, I'm being like overcritical."
Well, yeah, I don't want to be mean.
You can. I don't care.
But I like literally that was just what I improv that. That's just what I thought. Just like that's just like yeah. It's just you've been quite chill. Like I don't think there's been many moments where you'll just be like, "What the hell is this country?"
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
I think the mindset is that like don't be completely sold on a place, but still lend yourself to it.
Okay.
That's the mindset.
That's a good message, actually. I like that.
Exactly.
I do like that.
See? Good ending. Good conclusion. Done.
Done. Finished.
Exactly.
We're done here. I mean, yeah, we've got a few more minutes left, but like, again, this has been a very impromptu episode because it's been difficult to wrangle because my poor planning, my poor organization, as per usual. But like, yeah, I don't know. I thought you were gonna ask a question about like, rating the other guests.
Rating the other guests.
That's what I like initially.
So who's your favorite?
Yeah, who's your favorite? I thought that's what you were gonna get. Like, you were gonna ask, you know. And I was just like,
I'll figure out for myself when I listen to it.
It's so funny.
And some of them where you just don't speak.
Where I just don't speak. Well, but that might just because like the other person's a yapper.
Yeah.
No, that's not my fault.
Exactly.
I'm not judging them. They just want to say something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like this just seems like we're just talking about the kitchen.
Yeah. Is it more casual?
Is there anyone that's just more casual? I don't think so. I think it's because like we've known each other for quite a while and we do live with each other, so it's just been kind of chill.
Okay.
But like
informative?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, around Asianness, I guess you could argue that okay, it's been less kind of like about Asianness and about the Asian UK experience. But again, you've been talking about travel, you've been talking about kind of like culture shock. You asked me kind of my opinions about your own cultural shock, and I'm just like, I don't know, like you've just been vibing. It seems like you've just been vibing, you know? So I think you could definitely argue that it will have a nice place within the collection of all the other episodes. But yeah, I think we're going to wrap it up there. It's been quite chill. It's just been a chill episode. I think people are going to appreciate how how vibey this episode is going to be compared to some of the other, I think, a little bit more heavier ones.
Oh, okay.
This has been quite light, I'd say.
It has been quite light.
But hey, it's the vibe. Thank you, Lynn, for coming in. Thank you for dealing with my poor organization.
It's fine. This was fun. I do get people like making podcasts now.
Yeah, it's just a little chat. Thank you for any of the listeners out there. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I've been your host, Ryan, and I'll see you in the next one.